Presenting World War II. The World War II started off with Japan doing a surprise attack on the US, which then the US declared war on Japan. But unfortunately, the Japan army lost, which caused the US to move further into the battlefield. So, and then in other positions, like in Europe, it was really hard for Europe to battle, considering that all the other countries in Europe, like Netherlands was battling Germany, like that. So Germany was like barging the Rhine River. So it was really hard for the Netherlands to get out of the Rhine River to attack and all that. So it was really hard for the Europeans to do that. So they were not much in the World War, and so it was easy to make all the other countries to attack Europe. But luckily, Ethiopia and Japan were on Europe's side, so they also fought with Europe's strength, and so on. They won.
Go ahead.
And then, like that, a surprise attack. US also did. No, Germany also did a surprise attack on US, which again US declared war on Germany. So US came to Germany and they started battling, but the Germany won. But that also had downsides, and that put an end to Adolf Hitler and the Nazi German army. Some of it was like totally gone, like half of it was totally dead. And then in that part of the war, Adolf Hitler also committed suicide. So then he died. And then, so at 1945, when the, like a few days before, 1944, September, a few days and weeks before the World War ended, Germany decided to surrender because without their president Adolf Hitler, it was like meaningless to them to fight because he had all the plans and all that. So they surrendered, and then like that, U.S. also fought against Japan, but Japan lost, and so U.S. like was forcing them to surrender, like surrender, otherwise we'll give you punishment. But even then, Japan refused to surrender, and so U.S. Put atomic bombs, like super destructive bombs, all around Japan, and that made Japan to surrender up too. And meanwhile, so that before Adolf Hitler suicided, and before the war with U.S. and Germany and Italy were combined and fought against North and East, West and East Africa, but Africa won, which gave a huge loss to Germany. And then they went back to their home country, and that's how U.S. invaded them. I mean, that's how Germany invaded U.S. and U.S. then came to Germany to battle.
Mm-hmm.
And then also like that, the World War II continued for 6 years, and more than 65 million people died, and it involved more than 30 countries.
Oh.
And so it was a really big area, and the locations where there was mainly battlefield, like everybody was battling, was Europe, and they were battling with battleships around Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. They were also battling a lot in Africa, since there were lots of people in Africa, and a bit in South America and North America, and also including Australia a bit. Not so much, but a bit. Because Australia wasn't really involved in it, just a bit. So that 65 million soldiers died, and 450,000 people were imprisoned due to not battling with them. So like if I was the Portuguese government and we had a world war and then the people didn't join us for the world war, we would put them in jail. So like that, more than 400,000 people got imprisoned. And so that was like, so even more people came to that country that had more people to destruct the country. Wow. So the whole world, like literally the whole world was filled with gas because of bombs and blood everywhere, like that. And also Ethiopia, they lost against Italy because once they were at the end, they're like, because I told you Italy and Ethiopia were supporting Europe, but then after Europe gained loss and Germany surrendered, those two were like the only countries left from Europe, so they need to battle each other. So they had to battle each other to confirm who was more stronger. So they battled each other, but Italy won. So Italy took gain of most of the position of Ethiopia, and so Italy grew bigger and Rome and all that. And yeah.
Okay. But one last question. Why did World War start? Why did World War II start?
It started out Japan doing a surprise attack on US
Why did Japan do a surprise attack?
to gain land. To gain land, they
Oh,
just because if they were already prepared, there's more chance of Japan losing, right?
No, okay, so
So
Japan wanted to have more land.
More land. So
Oh.
they wanted to have more land, and if US was already prepared, then it's more chance of Japan losing, right? So they wanted to surprise attack,
Yeah.
but Japan lost.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so what?
How?
Japan
so
lost.
US is more.
US is really more strong, and then so Japan went to other countries and all that. So then other countries started fighting too, and then the World War began.
Okay, so the World War II began because Japan wanted more land.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Someone's greed has started
Someone's
such a big
yeah.
world war.
Any more questions?
Do you have any questions?
Ethiopia is a part of Europe.
Not exactly, but they're supporting for Europe.
Then, but Italy fought with Ethiopia.
Yeah, no, Italy is in Europe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Italy is in Europe. I told you before when the Germans were bordering the Rhine River, it was super hard for the Europeans to fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then the Italy and the Ethiopia helped Europe. But then at the end, when Europe was down and Germany finally crossed the Rhine River and killed all the Europeans like that, then so they had to fight each other because all the countries were bombing all of this. And so most of Ethiopian people died and most of Italy people died. So then because of greed, just like that, they were like, okay, let's just kill them. So like that. To gain more power. Like that. Any more questions?
One last question. Yeah, okay. Do you know the difference between World War I and World War II?
Yeah.
What?
World War One took possession of, I think, 15 or 20 countries,
Okay,
and 65 million people were involved.
okay.
65 million people were involved, and then out of that, I think 9 million people were dead because it wasn't a super raging war, but like a bit. But then after that, they settled all the governments. Like most of the governments came in one place and settled an agreement that their country should not fight against each other and don't start a world war. But Japan disobeyed and attacked US.
Okay, that's
So
a.
that's how.
Okay, even did also World War I start because Japan wanted more land?
No. World War just started because everybody was greedy.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think the theme of World War One was different than the theme of World War Two.
World War One was to steal money and all that.
No.
Yeah.
Sainik Yuddham
to loot other countries. Right?
Wait, we'll read about World War One.